What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for Civil War. This is the film that's directed and written by Alex Garland that has garnered a lot of talk about if this movie has a political message, what side does it take, and it just hit digital this past Friday, and I was so excited to see this movie. I thought the trailers looked great, and the buzz around it was just really exciting. 'Cause anytime something gets political, I just feel like it turns nasty. And, after seeing this film, I think all that talk is completely unnecessary. Now, is it okay to have the question, is this movie picking a political side? What does it have to say? That's a good question. But after you see the film, like, I feel like you need to see the film to understand this movie does not pick a side at all. The dialogue in the film, is basically just there's a great scene which I think sums the whole thing up where there's these guys shooting into this house and the house is shooting back and he's asked, "What side are you on?" And the guy says, "I don't think it's about that anymore." Something along those lines. He says, "He's trying to kill us, and we're trying to kill him. It's not about the sides anymore." And I thought, there you go. That sums it up perfectly. This movie does not have a political agenda. So, with all that being said, I think this movie is incredible. I loved this movie so much. It's so entertaining. It is nail biting in scenes, and it's all helped with the incredible performances. Kirsten Dunst plays the lead. She is this hardened sort of veteran at photojournalism. And there is this civil war going on in her world. And she wants to get a shot of the president while her partner wants to interview him because he hasn't done an interview in a very long time. So they have to get from point A to point B. They have to get to the White House. So really this film is a road trip movie, but a suspenseful road trip film because every stop they make, most of the stops they make, there is something really horrific going on. But they make these stops to get the shots. They want to get their pictures. And I loved the determination of Cailee Spaeny's character, who I think, after seeing her in Priscilla, in this, she's becoming one of my favorite actresses. She's like the heart of the film. Also, Stephen Henderson, who was in Dune, he was in Fences. He's also sort of like the heart of the film, but he's more of a side character. Cailee Spaeny, she is a fan of Kirsten Dunst's character. She is, saying that she's her hero and all this. So when she's able to go on this road trip with her, when you first see Cailee Spaeny in this character, she's taking photos. Kirsten Dunst protects her in the scene because she gets smacked in the face by something. And she goes, and throughout the film, you see, she's a human being. She's allowed to be scared, but at the same time, she's so determined to get as close as possible to be successful. I mean, she's really passionate about this, and I just loved her character, and I loved the performance. Now, Kirsten Dunst, she's great in this film too, but her performance is extremely subdued. But you see her personality come out at certain points where she's reminded of her past and the past of a happy life, which I really enjoyed. I thought all the character stuff worked for me. Look, Alex Garland, man, he made one of the worst movies I've ever seen with men. That is one of the most weird, ridiculous films I have ever seen. Hate that movie. He came back swinging with this. I mean, he did such a good job with this movie. His direction is great. His writing is great. I mean, he did Ex Machina as well. I like this more than that. This is my favorite Alex Garland film. And now it's a shame that he said he's only going to be writing now and he's stepping down from directing. But hey, I guess he's still writing, so that's not a bad thing. But he didn't say he's going to never direct a film again, so that's also a positive. But, when he did Ex Machina, I was like, wow, can't wait for his next film. I didn't see Annihilation until a year or two ago, which I didn't dislike, but I didn't really like it all that much either. And then with Men, I totally lost respect for him. This movie, it's back. I'm back at that point where I saw Ex Machina, where I can't wait to see his next movie, because guess what? He's not going to make a next movie for a long time. So that's where we're at with that. But he did a terrific job with this movie. The only thing that I feel like people really disliked about it that didn't work for a lot of people is the music. There are a couple times when a song is inserted. I don't want to say at an inappropriate moment, because the song always comes in when a scene is about to end, and then you cut to them driving for a little bit, and then they stop at their next location. But I don't know. It was a choice. It was an artistic choice that worked for me. So nothing about this movie didn't work. I loved the whole entire film. And the end of it, some people might think it ended a little too abruptly. Look, this movie is very straightforward. It's very straight down to the point. And by the time it ends, that's what we set out to do. I'm not going to spoil it, but this was what the goal was. I don't need to see any more. I what I've loved to. The movie's under 2 hours long, and the pace was great, flew by. But the way it ends, I was okay with. I was like, all right, you know what? This is what we set up. This is what we got. This was the payoff, and I'm okay with it. I'm gonna buy it on 4K when it comes out. Really interested to see the special features. And yeah, look, this movie, this is a 5 out of 5 star film for me. And guess what? So far this year, I think this is my favorite movie of the year so far. Dune Part 2, look, you see my review for that. I raved about it. It's 5 out of 5. But if I'm saying which one would I prefer to watch, might be this. That's where I'll leave it. So, guys, comment down below. Did you see Civil War? It's available on streaming now. Might be in some theaters still. Let me know your thoughts down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. And also, you get a bunch of reviews. I got reviews for new releases like Furiosa and the Garfield movie up on the channel now. A bunch of other stuff that's hit streaming. We got reviews for. And we got reviews coming in the future. The First Omen will be the next review you got coming on the channel. So, guys, you can follow me on Twitter and/or X at RyanKing72. And Instagram and TikTok at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Civil War. And until next time, over and out.